linear equations with distribution level 1. All right, so first thing we want to do, grab our equation, write it down on our scrap paper. So we've got 2 times 2z minus 4 equals 32. I want a fresh piece here. All right, let me see here. 2 times 2z minus 4. Equals 32. So if you can strategize a little bit through these problems, it can make them easier to solve. So I noticed that, hey, my number that's being multiplied over here is a 2, and I've got a 32, which is even. So instead of doing my distribution, I could divide, right? Because that's an inverse operation. I could divide both sides of my equal sign by 2. I'm left with 2z minus 4. 32 divided by 2 is 16. And then I can solve. It's just a two-step equation from there. Add 4 to both sides of my equal sign. 2z plus 0 equals 20, right? 2z equals 20. And divide both sides of my equal sign by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1z, and 20 divided by 2 leaves me with 10. Of course, I always want to make sure and check my work. So 2 times 2, and then my z is 10 minus 4 equals 32. And I'm going to follow order of operations to simplify, right? So I'm going to do what's inside my parentheses first. I'm going to do the multiplication and then the subtraction, right? So 2 times 10 is 20. And 20 minus 4 is 16. And 2 times 16 is 32. 32 equals 32. I know that's a true statement, so I know I have the right answer. So z equals 10. Pop back over to my Delta Math and type in 10 and hit enter. All right. Now let's check out another problem, one that maybe doesn't work out. I mean, they're giving us nice problems. Oh, these all work out too nicely. Oh my gosh, Delta Math. Give me something harder. All right, well, we'll try this one. So we've got 2 times 3x minus 7 equals 22. And you can hear Ella Monster in the background. 2 times 3x minus 7 equals 22. So while I could do this, let's double check it. Yep. While I could do this by just dividing both sides of my equal sign by 2, I'm going to do this one by actually doing the distribution, right? So 2 times 3x minus 2 times 7 equals 22. 2 times 3 gives me 6x. 2 times 7 is 14. Equals 22. And now it's just a two-step equation from here. I'm going to follow reverse order of operations, or SADMEP, to undo, or to do my inverses, right? So the first thing I want to undo is my added or subtracted term. So minus 14, I'm going to undo with plus 14. If I do it to one side of my equal sign, I must do it to both sides of my equal sign. So I have 6x plus 0 equals, and let's see here, 22 plus 14 gives me 36. So 6x plus 0 is just 6x equals 36. And I want to get rid of that 6 attached to my x. I see it's attached by multiplication. So the inverse would be division. If I do it to one side, I must do it to both sides. So 6 divided by 6 is 1x, and 36 divided by 6 is 6. And of course, I always want to check my work to make sure that I haven't made a mistake somewhere, right? So 3 times 6 minus 7 equals 22 by plugging back into my original equation. And I'm going to follow PEMDAS, order of operations, to simplify, right? So 3 times 6 is 18. 18 minus 7 gives me 11. Notice at every step I'm writing the whole equation down. 2 times 11 is 22. 22 is equal to 22. I know that's a true statement, and so I know that x equals 6 is in fact my answer here. So I'm going to go ahead over here, type in 6, click submit, yes, and voila. That is linear equations with distribution level 1.